How's it going, everybody? As you can see, I have added another truck to the family, and the collection continues to grow. This is a 1994 International 8200 single axle with a Cummins N14 and 10-speed transmission. I saw this on auction. As a matter of fact, the same auction site, RitchieBros, that I got Half-Pint back in 2021. And it was at a relatively low price of $700. And I thought, that's odd. This truck doesn't look like there's anything crazy wrong with it, so I'll keep an eye on it. I went and looked at it 10 minutes till the auction ended, and nobody was really bidding on it. So I put a bid, I think I put 2 or 3 bids in. It went up to about $1,700 was where it stopped. And then nobody else bid on it, and bam, it was like that easy. I couldn't even believe that I had just really pulled that off and bought an 8200 for, yes, $1,700, $1,800. It was right around in there. I mean, it runs, it drives, it's a beautiful rig with all the pinstriping and all that, painted wheels. It is a bit rusty in certain spots on the frame, and the cab probably is going to need a floor similar to Half-Pint, but other than that, it's a remarkable truck. It's a fleet truck, as you can see by those mud flaps there. Martell Motor Express. And they spared no expense when they ordered this thing off the line or at the international dealer and they bought it, because it is top of the line. In hilarious contrast to Half-Pint, which was the base model. Nothing, no air seats, base interior, crank windows. This one has low profile air seat, high back seat on the driver's side, a tilting column, which is not common for these trucks, power windows, the deluxe trim package, so it's got lights in the doors, it's got the handles, and it's missing the rubber for your armrest here, but you look up inside, it has got the full interior. There's no metal exposed, it's all cloth. It's a really nice truck. It is a bit smelly in here. I don't know how long this was sitting on the auction floor, but it is musty. I'm gonna have to clean this out and clean up a lot of that trim. There are various odds and ends of this truck that I'm gonna have to start working on. One of these is the driver's side quarter fender is cracked on this side. I don't exactly know what happened to the grill here. It looks like they made their own out of metal. I might paint it white to match the hood better, but from what my research told me is the 8200 grills were actually like removable. So they must have bashed it up and then removed it, and if I can go to a junkyard and find one in decent enough shape, I might be able to just snap one back in and have it look original again. It doesn't look that bad now, but it'll look a lot better with, you know, an original grill in it. If you look up top, you'll see it has a Grover 1600, but unfortunately, for some reason, the high note is completely missing. So the horn doesn't exactly work, but for all of you viewers wondering, I have a full garage of horn parts at home, and I will fix that. Probably one of the first things I'll do is fix that horn so it works. Various odds and ends, like I want to remove the ugly cat's eye mirrors, the hood mirrors. I just don't like the look of those on really any truck. And I actually already have a straight pipe 48-inch in length, 5-inch diameter stack that's going to go right here. It's about as high as the muffler, so right where that exhaust clamp is, it'll be about that tall. So I'll be able to straight pipe that N14, make that sound really good. Taking a look at the back, it looks like this truck either had the big International Aero wing on top or one of the other, what do they call them? The smaller air deflectors. I can't exactly tell, but I'll show you in a second what the roof looks like. It looks like they had it mounted up there and then removed it. Here's up on top, you can see the Grover 1600 that's missing the low note. And you look over here, you'll see the studs and everything in the roof for where the aero piece would go. I don't plan to pull anything with this truck, so I don't know how silly it would look driving around with the aero piece, you know, not pulling a trailer, but it might look pretty nice with one, so I'm going to go to a few junkyards, see if I can find one for a cheap price and throw it on top. You know, if it costs me 20 bucks and I don't like it, then there you go. But I do want to see what it looks like with one. Maybe I can Photoshop something up. Here we are sitting up inside of this monster. As you'll see, it has the older style before the revamp interior. The newer ones, like Half-Pint, which is a 97, has the restyled dash with the parking brake over here and the radio here, and then it has cup holders here, and this whole overhead compartment storage and everything is all revamped. There's a CB pocket here, and these are bigger. Another thing is the horn cord they changed. It was attached here, and it's longer and whatnot. But oddly enough, It has a newer style gauge cluster, so I'm assuming that's not original and they put that in. I also will have to check to see if the temp gauge works, because they seem to have installed one over here, unless that's trans temp, but I doubt it. Front and center, you'll notice that for some reason it has an International Eagle steering wheel, and I have no idea why they would have done that, if they needed a steering wheel in the other truck or if they broke this one. But this will be something that I will change. I want to make this truck look original from the factory as it can. So the first thing I'm going to do, I still have Half-Pint's original factory steering wheel, so I'll be putting that in here. And I've seen a lot of people do this. When they mounted this wheel, this happens, but they didn't bother hooking the horn up. So you can't use the horn here. They installed a switch down here, and you use the city horn that way. Interesting. And for the horn people wondering, this is what it sounds like right now with the one bell missing. Yeah, not exactly thrilling, but we'll fix it. I just want to remind everybody that I've never driven a manual big truck before, so this is all new to me. But I've, over the years, watched, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of videos of people floating gears and shifting, single clutching, double clutching, you know, what have you. So I'm getting the hang of it rather quickly. It's all a matter of finding out the play in the stick, because it seems like the hardwall on this side, like the springs, are super stiff on this side, but over here there's like nothing. So it's all about finding the right place to be. If it starts to grind, I don't force anything in. I just play with it until I find the right spot. All right, my phone decided to overheat and die, so I think all that's left is I'm gonna hop up in here, start her up, and take her around the parking lot so you guys can hear what she sounds like. And that'll conclude the video until I start doing uploads on fixing her up. Let's get to it. Finding the gears. I'll get used to it. If I can go to fourth. There we go. She rides a little rough. Let's go to fifth. I'll split it and go to sixth. Not that hard. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it pretty quickly, because I want to start taking this to shows. This is gonna be one heck of a truck to run, and I can't wait to start taking it to shows and seeing what happens with it. I'm excited, and I'm sure you all are too. I just noticed it's got some other various odds and ends, like I said, this armrest is missing, and it looks like this wing window is being held in by nothing but duct tape. There's no handle, and everything is kind of rusty. So I got some stuff to fix, but after building Half-Pint and literally cutting out the floor to put a new floor in and everything we went through for that truck, I'm not really scared. I think we'll do just fine. So with that, I say stay tuned, and thank you for watching, because like I said last time, this is going to be one heck of a ride. Until next time.